Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my channel. My name is Lynn, and I'm glad you're here. I want to say that y'all are the reason I do these. And my need of someone to talk with about all my crafting joys. Now, my daughter-in-law is great, but you know, sometimes she's not available, and y'all are here all the time. Well, my camera's here all the time. So, for those of you who are new or just now joining me, I do crochet, knit, I do sewing. Those are my three main things. I do often go on sidekicks. I've done inkle weaving, loom weaving, cross stitch, jewelry making. You know, I just don't do those on camera. And of course, all construction, DIY, gardening, all that fun stuff. So if you got a minute, join me. Grab you something to drink, your project, whatever, and just hang out with me for a few minutes because I have a few things to show you. Now, as you saw in my thumbnail, I got a couple makes, and I have some purchase that I told y'all that I was going to show you. It's from a couple different JOANNs, but it's still JOANNs. So, and I say JOANNs even though I work there. It has always been with an S. Now, sometimes lately when I've been recording, I've been very proper in saying JOANN. Yeah. It's always been JOANNs to me, like Michael's or Hobby Lobby. Well, Hobby Lobby's never been plural. I wonder how... I mean, I've always known it was JOANN, but it just always did it in the plural, you know, JOANNs with an S. So, who knows? Okay, so... Oh, and I have something else to show y'all that doesn't benefit me, but it does benefit a podcaster that I thoroughly enjoy. She's an affiliate, and I'll tell you all about that in a little bit. So, all right. Now, let's get into what I've done. Now, this sock is the, oh, I should have brought it. And I think I put it back up in my cabinet over there, my wardrobe. It's the sock yarn that I bought, or it's the yarn that I bought from my local yarn store up in West Columbia. Or technically, this is Columbia. It's called Copious Fibers. And I will link their website down below. I don't know. I think you can order online. But anyway, so this was, they didn't have at the time, and I don't think they have yet. They were talking to a local yarn dyer about possibly carrying some of his yarn. But at the time that I went, they didn't have any yet. So I bought this, which is just hand-painted yarn in, oh, poo. I showed this on my channel once before. Actually, hold on. I know, I normally don't get up and do all that fun stuff, but I wanted to grab it. Oh, boy, where did I put it? Okay. I could have swore I put it over there. Have I done lost my yarn? Oh, no, I know where I put it. Oh, sorry about this, y'all. I'm so sorry. I didn't have to get up at all. I just have to rearrange things that are in front of me. So, this is the rest of it. And when it caked up so beautifully, and I thought there was going to be a lot more pink content in it. But as you can see, it's just smattered throughout. And no, they're not identical socks, you know. They're fraternal twins. They're not twinsies. They're not identicals. So it is hand-painted superwash wool. 75% superwash wool, 25% polyamide. But there was something, it's spun and hand-painted in Turkey for Euro yarns. All right. I'm not even going to try to say that word. I'm just going to put it up in front of you so you can see it. And this colorway is Gala Cockatoo. And I loved working this up. It was really, really fun because I kept waiting for this explosion of pink, which never happened. And it'll probably happen in my second pair because this was a 100-gram skein. And it was 433 yards. So I roughly have, hold on, I have my little scale here from when I ship off my stuff. So let me see. Let me see how much I have left. Oops. I had it on ounces. My bad. All right, so I have 49 grams left. So usually it takes about a 50-gram ball for me to do my socks. And this says 53 grams. So I probably have enough to do another pair of yarns, another pair of socks. And I definitely would love for that pink to come out. I could start it off in the pink. I could rewind it going from the outside here. Or I could use my handy dandy little yarn holder and start from the outside. But probably not. It definitely, as loose as this cake is now, it definitely needs to be rewound, I think. But it's pretty. And I love how the socks came out. And it's so soft. You wouldn't think, I've heard that superwash merino is not as soft as non-superwash, but this junk is soft. It won't matter to me. I don't feel my feet anyway, but it is soft. All right. And I think this ties into something that I'm going to show you here in a minute from the other podcaster's channel that I saw this morning before I started filming because, you know, me and getting up before dawn. Now, I will say, yeah, I'll come back to that when I start talking more about sock yarn. Now, I just burnt my lip. Hey, it is a morning, okay? But to be fair, this weekend has been super crazy. Not a bad crazy, but just busy. My son and my daughter-in-law and I were out up in the field trying to clear some stumps out and everything with the backhoe because we had bought a stump grinder, but unfortunately what we perceived that we would be able to help with, we were not. So it was falling all on my son to do it because I can't manhandle this big old stump grinder. I can do it if I'm pulling it backwards over a stump, but it's so hard. Even he, and you know, he's 6'3" and 200 pounds, and you know, he and muscular. I mean, he does these big pipes for a living. Well, both of my sons do because they work together, but they install fire protection sprinkler systems, and they often handle these big old metal pipes. And so for him to have difficulty pushing it up to a stump to grind it, yeah, you can imagine. I'm not equipped for that. So, we were up there doing that, and you know, my daughter-in-law and I were pulling debris when he would dig up the stump with the backhoe, which he fixed before we could even get started. While my other son was working on my car, and now I used to be in the automotive industry. Yes, I know that. Okay, never worked for Toyota. I worked for a Chevy dealership, and then I worked for a couple parts stores. Well, with all my contacts, I still ended up having to buy $450 worth of parts for my steering on my car. It's been down a few weeks. We wasn't 100% sure. It started off with a squealing belt. But now, to be fair, I've been having trouble with power steering for a minute. And we just ignored it till the point we couldn't ignore it anymore. Which normally I don't like to do that. And I love my husband, but he's the ultimate procrastinator. He does it so very well. And honestly, I don't want to be a nag. But anyway, so we were out there working on clearing the field, getting everything ready for a cow pasture. And Austin and Mike, well, Mike was, my husband was, you know, pretty much kind of watching out for the grandbaby and taking Austin, you know, helping Austin, not really helping him, but taking him what he needed or whatnot. So the good news is the backhoe worked a lot better than that stump grinder. And it's going to, you know, get everything, get the soil kind of broken up real good. And so that when we plant grass, now I don't foresee the cow being able to go into the pasture this year or this summer. It might go in this year, but it would be late summer. You know, once that root, those grass roots get well and established. But, and if you don't know, we cleared 30 acres of our property recently in harvesting our wood, right before Helene hit, of course. So the hardwoods that we saved kind of got, bloop. Some of them got it uprooted altogether. But anyway, so it's been a crazy weekend, and I was like, I need to sit down and take time to film this video. Because I have to upload it tomorrow. And I have to give my son that was working on my car time enough to edit it. Oh, and the car, I was going to tell y'all, the backhoe worked great up there in the field. I ended up having to bail out early because my legs got hurting so bad I couldn't stand it. So I came and hung out here in the house with the grandbaby. But grandson, because he's not a baby anymore, he's almost 5. Wow. He'll be 5 in 2 months. That is blowing my mind. Because I was joking with my son and daughter-in-law. I was like, yeah, another year and y'all will have been together for a decade. That is insane. But anyway, it doesn't feel like me and my husband's been together for over 3 decades. But anyway, sorry, sidetracked. Squirrel moment. So Austin got my car going. I think the only thing they need to do is put my front tire back on, because you can't get to any of my power steering stuff without taking out off my passenger front tire. But doing that, and then my husband has to reset the computer, because, you know, it's computerized cars, right? It's a 2005. It's 20 years old, which, by the way, none of that stuff has ever been changed on my car. And I've had it 15 years? No. Yes, 15 years. It's 20 years old, and I got it when I was 5 years old, because I got it in 2010. And it only had 30,000 miles on it. Beautiful, well-kept car, and we've kept it well. The upkeep on it has been phenomenal up until this point. But I will say, it has, I think, close to 350,000 miles on it. And we just now had to deal with the power steering issue. But it's fixed. Hopefully I'll be able to drive it to work tomorrow. So while you're watching this, you know, I should be at work. Should be. I'm just kidding. I'll be at work. But anyway, so all that got done, and I'm like, I need to sit down and record a video. Well, there was too much going on yesterday for me to record it, so I said, I'll take Sunday morning and I'll do it. And that's where I'm at. Well, Storm woke me up this morning, and I'm thinking, I was trying to maybe get a little bit more sleep, because this time change is kicking my hiney. Now, I don't care whether, I prefer if they kept it this time, but just leave the time alone. Either leave it in the wintertime time zone, the time, or the standard time, or the daylight savings time. Just leave it at 1. Because my body, the older I get, the worse it gets for me trying to get into the new rhythm of the time change. And then by the time it does, it's time to change the time again. And I'm done. So if y'all are listening, anybody up in the government, pick a time and stick with it. That's all I got to say. I don't really care which one. I prefer the summertime, but the daylight savings time. But hey, everybody has their opinion on which one they like and why. That's mine. Okay, so beyond the fact that I'm sitting here fussing about time zones and time changes, I finally put my liner in my bag. Now, with this one, I was going to try it on my machine, all right? But the thing that I had a problem with, the white yarn would have been fine here, but if I would have did it on my machine, either A, the white yarn would have shown on the back from my my bobbin yarn, or I would have had to change the bobbin out for every color, which that wouldn't have been horrible, but I don't know that it would have been as secure by keep changing, thread colors, right? I still may try that. The only problem is, sorry, my nose is like itching like crazy. The only problem would be around this piece right here, because you see that is a thick piece. That is just one strip that I crochet and then I fold over and then tack it to the inside of the bag. And then when I sew my liner over top of it. I don't know that my machine would handle that. So I would probably end up having to just stitch it to this point and pick back up there and then just do a couple hand stitches there. I don't know. I didn't want to do it with this bag yet. And this bag, I'm sorry to say, for those who did ask, it will not be going on my website. Brandy has claimed this one as hers. So she's going to buy this. It will never even go on my website. I might have to make me another one. Maybe. I might make another small one for me. Because I love these bags. But see, I have a winter one. My black, white, and gray. And then I have the summer one, which is the Ahoy. The yellow. No. The Ahoy. The mango. It's in my room right now, so I don't have it. But, the rainforest, which is this one. And then, no, this is beach glass. And then it had rainforest. So it had the ombre, the Ahoy ombre, that has orange, white, and green. And then it had Ahoy, beach glass, rainforest, and the mango. So all of the coordinating colors went with the variegated. But I went ahead and stitched this one by hand only because I didn't want to have to try to switch bobbins out, But I'm glad it's done. And Brandy, it is ready for you, my darling. I will send you an email and get that ready to ship out to you. All right. Now, that is it as far as completed stuff, right? I have, I told y'all that I had the flannel that I wanted to show y'all. Now, some of this I bought from my store, and some of it I bought from the West Columbia store. Now, this is what I was talking about making my reusable paper towels for it, okay? And I chose these patterns. Like I said in my other video, I want some things that that will appeal to a wide range of people. But I also want to have some special little fabric. And my daughter-in-law, after I showed her these, she even agreed. She's like, Miss Lynn, you know, I would choose some designs that would go with, you know, because women are going to be the ones buying this. So, but anyway, these are the ones that I chose to start off with. And I bought enough to where if the reusable paper towels don't work and they don't sell, then I will still have enough to put on the back of quilts. Just so that I have that option. Now this one, and I keep my little thing so that I will know. This one is called Gingham Plaid Blue, of course. And it was $16.99 a yard. Now, it was 30% off, so I think it ended up being 20... I can't even math. I think I got $5 a yard off of it. And I got 3 yards. So I paid $35 for 3 yards of this stuff. But it is so soft. And I love the color. It's just, I mean, it can probably go with any kitchen decor. If they wanted to use it in the paper towel form. Or if they wanted to use it as napkins for their table. I use mine as napkins. I have used it in the paper towel sense. Now, I don't clean with them, but I do know that some do. So, I bought a couple colors, so if they do want to use them as cleaning paper towels, or cleaning towels, they can, and it won't show stains. Now, this one, alright, now that one I got, let me see, let's see if I can sort them by where I got them, because I got, no! Don't mess with my computer. Sorry, I'm leaving this up because this is what I want to talk to y'all about here in a minute. So, this one right here, I got at my store too. This one's red and black bias plaid. Isn't that pretty? Yes, it does. It does kind of say Georgia Bulldogs to me. More black than red, but you know, that's not why I bought it. I bought, like I said, I had the idea that it could be kind of either one. It could be the I have had my caffeine, I've had my Mountain Dew, but my brain still's not kicking in. It could be a paper towel, or it could be like a table napkin. And this one right here, and I bought 3 yards of it as well. Now this one right here is green. They call it a green and white plaid, of course. And I bought 3 yards of it. And this again would be good for most decors, because even though I don't have green in my decor, I would use this, and this would be a good Christmas one too, without being overly in your face red and green, you know. Alright, let's see. Put that one up there. Alright, and this one I bought from my store as well. Now, I didn't get as much of... Oh, wow. It says I have 4 yards of this, but this does not feel like 4 yards. Because you see how big these are for 3 yards. Oh. That's why. This was a smaller bundle. This was $9.99 a yard. Which, if y'all go, I'm sure they've changed the prices by now. This was a couple weeks ago I bought these. But this is like a navy plaid. Navy and gray. Although, That gray kind of looks like a light tan or a taupe. But I got 4 yards of it. And like I said, these all play well except for the first blue one. It all plays well if they want to use them as cleaning cloths or paper towels. Alright. And then the rest I bought from West Columbia. Now this is just a black version of the gray and white plaid. Or the gray and white gingham. This is black and white gingham. I like that so much. And then I'm trying to put these back in the order that I'm pulling them out so that I can kind of keep them together. Now this I thought was super fun. It's just little rainbow dots. Oh, and I think I have 2 yards of that, maybe. I know I didn't get 3 yards, so it might have been 2 yards of that. And then I got 3 yards of this because, hello, wouldn't that be beautiful as the back of a quilt too? If it doesn't sell as paper towels, this is definitely a quilt possibility. And this one right here, I only got 1 yard of it because this is all they had left on the bolt. But this is just a plain black and white plaid. So you see a theme here? It's pretty heavy on the plaids. But like I said, I don't know. Now I have to work tomorrow, so I may end up buying some little cutesy ones tomorrow. The only problem with that is if they don't sell as reusable paper towels, will I be able to use the cutesy ones on my back of my quilts? And the answer to that may be that it might have to be like a crib quilt or a child's quilt, you know, something that has the cutesy kind of thing, that needs the cutesy kind of thing. I've got to trim my hair. Oh, I actually did color my hair. They didn't have the strawberry blonde that I normally get for the summer, because I was like, yeah, it's been a few years. I'll do my hair in strawberry blonde again because that's the closest to my natural color. And then I seen this, which is lightest auburn, because normally I use light auburn, which is a darker auburn than this. And surprisingly, it doesn't look like it changed it at all from the faded out version of the light auburn, except for my roots. But I told y'all that this was very close to what my natural color is with the red. Just, you know, a little lighter. But not as light as the strawberry blonde. Because the strawberry blonde, I feel like it takes it to be more blonde. Like a light blonde. And this is closer to mine than the light strawberry blonde. But I'm like, oh, okay. I can deal with that. I can deal with that. And one of you lovelies has asked me if I'm wearing a shirt that has a saying on it to show it and tell you what it says. Well, this one doesn't. This is actually some artwork that my son did. Some graphic design that he did for a friend of his album cover. The album is called Joy. And on the back of the boat here, it says the word joy. But I thought it was really cute. And I had to buy one. I mean, yes, to support my son's friend's music thing, but also as a way for me to have some of my son's artwork, you know, forever. I do have some of his younger artwork, but, you know, you're not going to throw away your children's art. Yeah, I've seen a lot of stuff on that. But anyway, so I figured I'd explain that real quick. Now, I need to move along because I'm sitting here running off at the mouth. Alright, I have some Happy Meal. Now, at first, I wasn't even expecting this, okay? But Beth Ann, I appreciate you. I have a feeling I know what this is, but I don't 100% know. Because Beth Ann reached out to me. Now, y'all know about that fabric that I made, the blue flowers. Where is it at? I don't see it right over here, right off, so I'm not going to go digging for it. But anyway, that print on the bag that I made for that was very, very popular, right? Well, Beth Ann bought it, and then everybody emailed me and messaged me on my website saying, you know, do you have any more? I'd love to buy that bag. I want one of those, including my sister-in-law. So I said, when I found that little bitty scrap, I said, if my sister-in-law doesn't want it, the first person to email me will, I'll make the bag and it'll be yours. And, you know, Beth Ann reached out to me. And she's like, if nobody wants it, I want it. And I was like, at that time, she was the first one. At that time, she was the only one that had reached out to me and said, I would love a bag. You know, can I buy the bag from that cloth? And I told her, I was like, since you're the only one that has responded, yes, if my sister-in-law doesn't want it, I'll make you the bag. Well, I'm still waiting on my sister-in-law. I think I might have to just break down and call her because, you know, she's not responding to any of my messages. And I've done email, I've done Instagram, I've done Facebook. I ain't even text her. Alright. Blonde hair. Remember. But anyway, Beth Ann asked me if I got that cloth from JOANN's. I said yes. Matter of fact, I did. She said, well, you know, let me check mine. I said, well, if they have it, let me know. I'll buy it from you. I'll pay you back and pay for the shipping and all. I never heard from her. So I just thought that and I had to black out all of our stuff. But I was like, I just assumed she didn't find it because I didn't hear back. And then I got this in the mail last night. I wanted to go check my mail and I was like, man. Beth Ann, you are not right. Make sure that it has no identify. She wanted to make sure this did not get messed up. So she put a bag inside of a bag. Or are you just teasing me? Is that what you're doing, Beth Ann? Okay. I'm trying to find the best way to cut into this without cutting. Like a little kid on Christmas morning. But I think that I know what it is. I think it might be that. But I don't know. Oh my gosh. Oh my stars. Okay. You have made me laugh today. You have made me... Oh. There's another bag. But there's a card on here too. Now I don't know if she would want me reading that online. Oh, Beth Ann. That is gorgeous. Okay. I'm showing this. I hope you don't mind. I will not show the back because it has her full name on there. But look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Beth Ann, that is beautiful. Thank you. I will cherish that. I love that. And that took some time. Because, and I'm keeping my hand down there just to hide her name. Because that's layer upon layer of... Oh, wow. This is just... And y'all know me and my little butterflies. Beautiful. Thank you. That is so sweet. Thank you, Beth Ann. And she says the very first thing is, surprise! Yeah, you definitely surprised me. Thank you. That is so sweet. And she says she even left the card blank, so if I want to reuse it. No. I hate to tell you this, but I'm going to be selfish. I'm keeping that. I love that. That is beautiful. So, she said that she did find it at her local store. So, I think that is awesome. Thank you, Beth Ann. I really, really appreciate that. Ah! I'm so excited. I can't even cut into this thing. Now, is this where I'm actually going to be able to see it, or you have it in another? Did you put it in another bag? Let's see, I opened that all wrong. I'm not like this on Christmas, I promise. But, oh, okay. Yes, y'all, I know what this fabric looked like, but this is my favorite fabric. I say that about most of them, but put it this way, this was the very first bag that I made to put up on my website, because it was the one that spoke the loudest to me. Isn't that gorgeous? That is so beautiful. Thank you, Beth Ann. Well, okay. You're definitely getting that bag. Good golly, Beth Ann. She said she got all that they had left. That's probably a good 4 yards, maybe? Wow. Thank you. That is such a great gift. Thank you, Beth Ann. Oh, because I was so upset that I could not make more bags of this since everybody was loving them. That is so sweet. So now, even if my sister-in-law does want a bag, there will be plenty enough fabric for her and Beth Ann. Plus anybody, because nobody reached out to me when Beth Ann first said that she would take it. She would take a bag with that. But since then, a couple people has reached out and said, you know, I'd love it if it was available. And I had to tell them, no, it wasn't. But I can make it now. Thank you. That is so blasted sweet. Thank you. Can you tell that's my first Happy Mail? And I really appreciate it. You didn't have to do it, and I was more than willing to pay you for it and pay for the shipping and whatnot, because I know it's not cheap. But that is so sweet. And I'm being selfish and keeping the card. I'm definitely keeping the card. I'm going to set it right here so that I can look at it while I'm crafting. Oops. See, my water bottle's here. And that's where I normally set my water bottle, so I had to make a new place for that over there. That is beautiful. Thank you, Beth Ann. And I didn't know if you wanted me to read your note, so I did not read it online or in the video. I'm just blown away. I'm just blown away by such generosity. Thank you. Now, as excited as I am over this, because I am excited. And I'm still waiting on my tags. They're supposed to be delivered tomorrow. And I can make my first bag with my personalized tags on them. So, well, I can't tomorrow because I have to work tomorrow and Tuesday. So it might be Wednesday. Why does work have to get in the way? Well, pretty soon work won't be in the way, right? All right, so, you know I watch a lot of other podcasters, right? Hannah at the Cozy Crochet Cottage is one of them. I was watching her video. I fell asleep watching her video last night in here. In fact, my son, I had fallen asleep. I was sewing the liner on this bag. And so I was turned around right here at my table. And I was asleep like this right here. I had my arm back at the back of my table. And apparently I had fallen asleep. Hannah was playing on my laptop. And this bag was in front of me. And I'm like, okay, it's time to go to bed. But I didn't get to finish watching her last night because I fell asleep. And so I finished watching her this morning. And it's Hannah at the Cozy Cottage Crochet. I will put a link down for this video that I'm talking about below. Because in it, she's got a Premier link, an affiliate link. It doesn't cost you anything extra to do this. It does help her out because, you know, anything that you order, they give her a little bit of something for it, right? Well, what caught my attention was, you know me in socks, right? I'm going to preface this to say, I do not need any more sock yarn. At all. None. Will that stop me? Nope. Not in the slightest. Premier has this new thing. It's called Premier Yarn Sock Kits. And I'm not the affiliate. Maybe one day they'll reach out to me and I can become an affiliate. But for now, y'all can support Hannah's. And while you're over there, if you have not ever been to Hannah's vlogs, she is a sweetheart. Hannah's just, I love watching Hannah. I actually found Hannah through Jennifer at Cinnamon Stitches. But the Cozy Crochet, the Cozy Cottage Crochet. I cannot say her name for nothing today. But anyway, she's the one with the affiliate link, and it's below the link in her video that I'm going to put down below. But she was talking about, and she just went through some surgery on her elbow, so she's still banned from crocheting and knitting. But, so she didn't have this already ordered, but they just went live with it Friday. And I think, oh, okay. So, I'm going to try to show you. Now, this one right here is, let me unplug my thing. This one right here is, hold on, let me grab it. Alright, so this one right here is called It's a Mood. Isn't that pretty? Now, it does, they're expensive. They're $24.99. But I'm going to show you what it comes with. It comes with two 50-gram balls, a 20-gram mini. I think that's a 20-gram mini. Oh, 25-gram mini. Stitch markers, 4 DPNs, or for those who don't know what a DPN is, that is a double-pointed needle, and a crochet hook. I'm not really sure why they've included the crochet hook. I guess if you drop a stitch. I don't know. Now, I don't need any of that. I just need the yarn. But unfortunately, the yarn is not, and trust me, I went and looked at Premier's sock yarn, and it's not, these colors are not available in their regular sock yarn. So it might be exclusively for these kits. And if that's the case, then Lynn's just going to be buying kits. And I don't need all the extras, but you know what? I can throw it in giveaways or something. I can just donate it. But anyway, this one right here, this is the one that jumped out to me the most. That one right there is called Prep School. Isn't that beautiful? Now, I'm not really sure how fast my camera is logging these colors in. This one is Merry Mary. Like M-E-R-R-Y, Merry Mary. So the first three I fell in love with. And I don't need to order 3 things of sock yarn. So what I might do is I might order one and be, just one at a time. I don't know. I could splurge and do them all. I don't know. But after buying all that stuff for my car, I might not. But this is Purple People. Now, I'm not really sure why the coordinating contrast color is that color. Because let me show it to you in the... I done lost my... There it is. I mean, it's pretty. I don't know. Because I thought about buying this one. There was 2 that I could switch those contrasting colors with. It was the Purple People and then the Happy Hour. But I'll show you that when I get to it. Now, I definitely want this one. Citrus and Sunshine. Isn't that gorgeous? But these things, y'all, these are $25 a piece. I don't know that I'm going to be buying these right off the bat. Because that's... I mean, I'll buy at least one. And I think it's going to be that prep school. Alright, this one is Insomniac. I like this one too. But like I said, I don't think I'm going to be buying all of them at once. Because I just can't afford that. Now, this is Happy Hour. This is the one I said that I would probably change the contrasting color. Because this purple would fit better with Purple People than the yellow that they have. And then the yellow would fit better with the Happy Hour yarn. Maybe. What do I know? I'm not Premier. I didn't choose all these. And this one right here, this one is Take a Hike. I like this one too. Now, if you want to see what they work... Oh, okay. I backtracked for a second. I said I didn't know what they have a crochet hook for. So, all of these include this and then a knit and crochet pattern. That's why it has the crochet hook. Because if you'll look, one of these is knit and one of those are crocheted. So look at Premier thinking of both crafters now. That is awesome. I love that they did that. And from the time I looked at these, from the time I watched Tana's video this morning to the time I looked at these, I had forgotten about the crochet pattern and the knitting pattern and then the crochet version. That's why I had the crochet hook. Because when I was looking at it earlier before I started recording, I'm like, why do they have a crochet hook? Maybe for drop stitches. No, Lynn. It's for those of y'all who want to have a crochet sock. But the fact that they include both patterns, so that's why it's so expensive. You get all of that stuff and 2 patterns. I don't know if I would use their pattern, only because I just do a plain vanilla with my calculations for my sock size. But especially if you like trying different patterns for socks, or if you've never done socks, that is perfect. So I will put her video down below. And what I may do is I may try to get her affiliate link and put it right below that, so that you don't have to do 2 steps. You don't have to go to her video, which I think you should, because she's adorable. She's so sweet. You will definitely get a kick out of her. And she's a crafter that has 2 young children, and she's awesome. But anyway, go check her out. But I wanted to share that because I really thought that was so neat that Premier put together this kit that has all that. Can I buy sock yarn cheaper? Yes. But I love the fact that they've taken all of that. They've done all that work for me. I have solids and I have self-striping patterning sock yarn. But for one, this helps another podcaster, which I'm all for that. 2, they have some colorways in here that just made me light up, especially that prep school. That prep school, the minute I saw it with those greens, blues, and aquas, you know, them socks is going to be on my feet. I'm going to make them and be done with it. Anyway, so I didn't realize I had this much to cover. And in fact, I had so much to cover, I had to split it into 2 videos. So my next video will probably be not a continuation of this, but kind of, sort of, maybe. Because it's way too much. I've been sitting here yapping, looking at my laptop. I've been yapping almost an hour. So I got to get off here. If y'all have held on to this long and stuck it out with me, bless you. And that is not this typical Southern bless her heart type thing. No, this is a thank you. Because it means a lot to me. To know that I'm not just talking to the camera, I'm talking to y'all. And you have reached out to me in comments and in emails and let me know that you love that you feel the same way I do. So we are just having a party. We're just going to keep crafting and partying and enjoying ourselves and hanging out. But again, Beth Ann, thank you. This is just it blows me away. It really does. Because, you know, when you think about someone just going out of their way, I mean, to get you something, that just touches me. So I appreciate it. Anyway, I'm going to get off of here because I got a few things I want to get done. And I may end up doing that other video later this afternoon because, like I said, I have to work Monday and Tuesday. The video has to go up Thursday. And I hate waiting until the last minute to give my son a video to edit. And the first time I would be able to do the continuation of this video would be Wednesday. So I might end up coming back to y'all later this afternoon in my world. But in your world, it'll be Thursday instead of Monday. It won't be the same day. Told y'all. It's a day. So go do something. Have fun. Something that brings you joy. Something that brings you a little bit of happiness. And I'm going to do the same. So y'all have a great one. I'll see you later. Bye.